Truck's empty. I don't know if we're gonna go out today or not. I mean, there's a pretty good chance we are, but a hungry lion hunts best, you know what I mean? Hey, morning. Anyway, I got all that gone. Look, I did this yesterday. I just took what was that, like a pipe clamp sort of a deal, and I bent down on the one side of it there. See? And I made me a little canceller thing for that little bit of play in the, you know, a slop cincher, a play pincher, a tarp taker. Anyway, I had this one put over top of it too. This one thing, I mean, where am I going to put a riding lawn tractor? Shit shed ain't big enough. It might fit in my barn, but that's where I do my horking from. Where would I hork at then? This is kind of heavy. Oh, stay. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, this thing runs. I left my buggy out in the rain and my Sony. Anyway, these things happen. Hey, and we're back. Does anybody remember the little house that stood by its lonesome? Yeah, it's gone now. And there's like the beginnings of a neighborhood and a shopping plaza and the whole thing. And it's Tuesday. We're out here for the afternoon shift, the shifty shift. This is the shift that I do shifting. It's the afternoon shift. It's the only shift I do. I don't know, sometimes on Sundays I'll do like a slightly earlier afternoon shift, but I don't know. That's the good thing about working for yourself, is like you don't really have shifts, you know? It's the like, this is the shift I wanted to work shift, as opposed to the sitting on the couch shift, or the muddling about the backyard shift. Those are all good shifts too. Another good shift is when you shift hard to starboard or something like that and you don't run into the damn bridge. Did you see that? Anyway, wow. Usually they just fall down on their own, you know? But wow, Captain, I wasn't watching where I was going. Although everybody's all like, you know, Johnny Detective on the spot, and oh, I seen the power went out. It was a right, because you were there. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been accidents happen, man. Like right now. Well, this isn't an accident. It was more purposely done. Purposely? Anyway, the thing is, I usually start kind of on the older side of town, in town number 2. It's actually town number 1, but it's like the town number 2 of town number 1. It's like the elbow of town number 1, the armpit of town number 1, the behind the knee. But yeah, today I figured we would just go ahead and start off on the ritzy Ritz side of town, you know? So we are kind of bypassing Jose's neighborhood. Jose happens to live over on the town number 2 side of town number 1. I did for a time, but I don't anymore. Now I live in town number 3 or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right to the bigger places. They say we might get a little bit of rain, so I'm trying to stay a step ahead of the weather here. I don't feel well. I have a cold. So if we can get out and do the thing without getting drenched, I'll take it. Oops, all drive time. Hey, this crosswalk right here, this is where I got my first ticket. Yeah, I was coming across here on a bicycle, and I was riding my bicycle. And see how they do have a red light there, but you notice the sign up there, it says, yield, turning vehicles, yield to pedestrians. Anyway, they had the red light like this, and I was just blasting up the sidewalk on my bicycle, and some dude just ran right around the corner there, almost got me, and I stumbled a little bit, and there just happened to be a cop there at the light. He said, "Woo woo," and he turned in over there. I don't know what it used to be. It's a Subway now. It's been a million things. Anyway, he was all like, how old are you? And I was all like, 18. And he said, whoosh, and he pulled out his ticket book, and I was all like, yeah. Anyway, but the funniest part about it was Mom and Dad was at the stoplight too. They were like 2 or 3 cars behind the cop, and so they kind of seen some of it, I think. Anyway, I don't know what they gave me a ticket for, but they gave me a ticket for riding a bicycle and about getting run over. It's not cool, man. Ironically, he lives in the Sunday neighborhood. The cop, I know the cop. He was a cop. He copped his whole life here in Mason, and we pick his garbage on Sundays. He's a Ford guy. Actually, that one time, like 5 years ago, when I picked this guy's garbage, I picked this guy's garbage, and he used to be a cop, and he threw out some Ford, like headers or something. The thingy that's screwed to the door of my barn. It's like Ford Racing. That came from the cop dude's house. Like 5 years ago. I do remember that, because I remember he's the cop, you know. And yeah. Anyway, story time. That's been fun. And that's been my PD story time. There's some blowed over. Oh, there's a microwave. That's a bad place to stop, though. We'd never get back out of their driveway. Goddamn trailers. Pardon my French. Anyway. Look at that. We caught the roundabout. That was good roundabouting. Yeah, see, usually we would have done a neighborhood or two at this point, so we'd probably have a little something like, it's a start, that whole thing, you know? Pardon me. I've been queasy for like 3 days. I need some crackers. Anybody got any crackers? But yeah, so we don't have nothing to get a start with yet. So you're gonna get some first street type / drive time sort of big action. And go. Anyway, and we're here. Let's go scrapping, I guess. We did drive all the way up here, so we might as well. This is a fiberglass bathtub. What in the world? What's in the Cuisinart box? You think it's a Cuisinart? It looked empty. I'm not even gonna stop. Yeah, look, it's a bathtub shell, but it's fiberglass. That's a bummer. Okay, well that was the first street, and it kind of sucked. Let's hope it's not a what do you call it? Well, one of those, you know, like how the day is gonna be. That thing, that word. What's the word I'm looking for? Nah, we're blocking the driveway. I don't know. It's a start. I seen the mower, man. He didn't have anything either. So we'll take what we can get. So far, that's all we're getting. Scoops. It appears complete. Scoops. I just got me one of these like last week or so, but this one looks like it's a little bigger. Oh yeah, that's a big old bucket. Hooper scooper type action. Hey, we scooped a scooper. I'm a scooper scooping a scooper. That's a lot of scoops. Glove drop. It's a still. No way. Hey, we seen Hosey. He had some stuff in his buggy. But I think he's one of them fellas that, like, he doesn't necessarily empty his buggy every day. He may ride around with that stuff in there for a week, for all I know. So just because we seen him with some stuff doesn't mean that he found all that stuff this evening. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey, there's a shark. We'll turn down the little cul-de-sac and snatch it. Throw a scoopy harpoon at it. You want to jump out with me? What's that? I have no earthly idea. We got all kinds of good scoopies in there. Not really. I seen a lamp though. If we can get it out without making a mess. Success. Now let's get that shark. Something, I don't know. We ain't finding nothing. Blower. Scoops. Scooped. Something. What's that? No, it's heavier than it looks. Scoops. There's absolutely nothing out here today. It's been super breezy and it's supposed to thunderstorm this evening. Just kind of wonder if that's held people off from putting the cans out. I don't know. Shortcut. little something. That's about all we found today. It's just little bits of something. But we're trying. Anyway, oops. Something. That cooler doesn't look too pleasant. Look at all the bird feathers stuck on that cushion. That's pretty gross. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it, folks. I'm not about like running in circles again and stuff, so I mean, it just kind of is what it is there. We just didn't fill the van today, you know? Wow, okay. Just get tangled up on everything there. Hey, this cargo net sucks. Anyway, how's this thing work? Never used one of these guys before. Yep, that's about how it works. Just snags on every fucking thing in there, right? It's not exactly how I envisioned it. Another spongy. Watch, we'll find a whole truckload of shit as soon as I put this net across here. Hey, what do you know? I kind of like that. I like how it just hooks right on there. That's handy dandy. Anyway. I'm no meteorologist, but that looks like some weather moving in, does it not? I threw the baby play gate, play yard, play pen, corral, whatever you want to call it. It's back seat material. It was the only thing we had in the truck bed, and it being plastic and all, we're about to hit the interstate. I didn't want to lose it, so. Yeah, so it's been a kind of a not so scoop-full day, like fruitful, but scoopy. Oh, I feel so bad. Ugh. You know when you get that, like, that soupiness in your mouth? And you just know that, like, you're gonna... If you're gonna spew into this. That sort of thing, you know? Yeah, we ain't find a lot of scoops. But I got a $25 bill for a 3-wheeled lawnmower. I got that on on unrecorded film type action. I can throw that in here. I think somebody was supposed to pick up the Ryobi stuff. I'm not sure. And I got $50 for that little 3-wheeled cart buggy sort of a deal that a couple of people had commented and said it was like a project piece somebody had put together. It wasn't actually old. It was $50 old. So, anyway, yeah. It was kind of odd too, because, well, like the dude bought it, you know, but then some woman picked it up, and there was a lot of people on it, like a lot of interest on it and stuff. And anyway, a guy had bought it, but then a lady came and picked it up. A guy borrowed it. Pardon me. Anyway, a lady came and got it. So then we had to message the dude like, "Oh, you aren't gonna believe this, but somebody actually just picked it up." And he was like, "Oh yeah, that was my wife." And I was like, "Okay," because I was kind of wondering how they had my address and everything. But anyway, yeah. So neato. I don't know if she's ever got the lamps listed or not, but I told her she could keep the big purple one. Miss Amy likes the big purple one. She thinks it's pretty. So I said, if you want it, find somewhere to put it where it don't get broke. Hey, look, we're back where we started. You guys remember that house that used to be all by its lonesome? We just did a big circle. Oops, more drive time. But anyway, it would appear we have popped out of the camera mount and have fallen into the floor. I was going to say it would appear we made it back before any torrential downpours started. But you guys are just laying in the floor, so. How's it look down there? A lot of guys would edit that out. Mr. Scrappity's not one of those guys. We're just pulling her in. It is what it is. Anyway, to the rescue. Hey, there you are. Anyway, and we're back. There's like a pedestal sink and some stuff in my way, so, and the yard's muddy. I don't want to get stuck in the mud. I think we're parked. Anyway, and we're back. Doing, doing, doing. Hey look, my cargo net worked. Nah. It's not quite as big as I thought it was. I thought it would cover pretty much the whole boogie. The boogie buggy. Anyway. And we're back. Time to go to the store. Yeah, I gotta go get ferret food. I think they're shipping me off to McDonald's or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we can pull a couple bucks out of that steel. It's buried, or I would yank it out. See what it does. You want to see what it does? Let's see if it does anything. Ow. I found it in the garbage, and I'm treating it as such. What is the deal here? Wow. Okay, hold on. Look at that fender. Ah. I needed 2 hands to get the spongy. Okay. It's 2-cycle, right? I got a can of that stuff I found. See, look. Ford Racing. Alright. Yeah, I picked this up one day. It says oil mix. I'm assuming it's an oil mix. Look at these rocks. Wow, that comes out way fast. Luckily, we didn't pour gasoline on our telephone. Huh. I thought that was one of them newfangled cans. No way. I just opened the spigot right there. Goodness gracious. Smells good. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'm going to set you here on this geode. Look, it's a geode. I think it's a geode. I don't know. They're called different things down home. Anyway. Primer bulb's not blowed out. That's a plus. Is the line blowed out or something? Why we get no gasifications? It's not priming. Hold on. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Nothing. But it's a still. So that still means we might can get a little something. Hey, we beat the rain. Out of breath. Covered up. Yeah, so it is what it ain't. It ain't what it is. Air compressor. And a shark. If I can reach it. See if we can't keep it from getting rained on. Might be our saving grace. Up we go. Remember that grandfather clock I got? Anyway, hey look, cast iron. I'm going inside now. Did you guys have fun?